Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching a Chinese man dressing up. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Marrying a Nigerian woman. Now, you may think they have no ulterior motives, but if you look at the following video by Umar Ifatunde, the popular Pan-Africanist, you will agree with me that he has a very strong point about what he's about to say. And it is something we should all be very alert to right now. One of the things we have to really do in our community is to raise the level of awareness about what he said. Because it's fine if everybody can fall in love, we understand that. But when it becomes a state policy, to actually target a nation with people and target the women of that nation and impregnate them so they become mixed children, being able to own land, that is a threat to that society. That is a threat to that society. We really need to pay attention. And what is sad is that our government would rather allow foreigners to come in and get the benefits of our resources and everything and impoverish their own people. That mentality is sick. We need to confront and address it. So, we need to pass laws to prevent when we see the blatant attempt to flood Nigeria with Chinese men so they can impregnate Nigerian women to such an extent that 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years down the line, these young men and women will obviously have Nigerian parents, Chinese fathers, and they will start carrying out the Chinese policy on African soil. We must pass laws to prevent, once this is blatant like this, to prevent this from happening. There have to be laws urgently passed across the whole of Africa and the Caribbeans. We must pass those laws. Now, it is clear to us. Please watch this video.
Yeah. And then you have the danger of what's happening in Nigeria, where the Chinese men are marrying Nigerian women, having babies with Nigerian women, because in most African countries, foreigners can't own land. So the Chinese say, if I can't own land, how do I get around owning the land? Impregnate the women. That child is a Nigerian, even though he's gonna be loyal to China. You see that? So in the next 40 years, you're gonna have a whole class of Chinese Nigerians, Chinese Jamaicans, you follow me? Who have the blood of their mother, but the mentality of their father. Yeah. It's colonization all over again. And I think when we talk about this whole snow bunny crisis, I think Caribbean governments and African governments need to pass laws that make it illegal for foreigners and immigrants to come in their country and intentionally mass impregnate the black women. They're doing it. You can tell why they're doing it. You can tell. We're going to do this so we can rule this land through our mixed race Chinese African children. Any country that allows immigrants and foreigners into their land, who show up with wealth, who can invest and build, if you do not empower the native Jamaican, the native Nigerian to build in their native land, you can count the amount of years. You can count the years.
The control you're gonna
before
have.
The Chinese will own it.
Yeah.
You can count the years before they'll own Nigeria. You follow?
Now that you've watched it, you now see that there is a clear agenda. Africa must stand on its own. It all boils down to what? African resources. They all want a piece of it. And it is time that we as Africans begin to actually take care of it for the coming generation of Africans. Please listen to this video. I do not say that there should be no intermarriage. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is when you can see this is a state-sponsored plan, we must put laws to counter it. This is yet more injustice on Africans, on the African continent. The Chinese will never allow this to happen in China. Why are we allowing it to happen on African continent? We need Africans to begin to wake up. We need to really wake up. And watch the rabbit, and please do share. What are your thoughts on this? You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share this broadcast. This is really something troubling that we need to address collectively. Both in Africa, in the Caribbean, we need to address this rapidly. Pass laws, very much like Dr. Umar Ifatunde has said. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, hit the notification button, and of course, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and bye for now. Let's have your comments also as you watch. Share, share, and share. Thank you.